please put your hands together for Kathryn!
What some of you may not know about me is that I grew up in a home of domestic violence. I experienced some pain and other things that I would not wish on any other children to ever have to go through in the beginning of their lifetime. And it would have to have been about a decade and a half into this cycle. So as a 16-year-old girl on the junction of girlhood and womanhood, that I came across a book by a gentleman called David Day Schwartz, The Magic of Thinking Big. And it changed me forever. I was no longer in a place where I could use my upbringing as an excuse for wouldn't, shouldn't, or couldn't. I had to use my adversity that I'd experienced as this massive gift to catalyse change on the biggest scale I possibly could. I actually became obsessed with world domination, and to this day, it is my mantra. It is something from inside me that no matter what it is, my passion, my purpose, or my project, I have to make the biggest impact I possibly can globally, no matter what I do. So it may come as no surprise that from 18 years of age, I have been an entrepreneur, making global impact wherever I possibly could, succeeding 4 times in my own ventures, my last one going into 22 countries in 10 months from its international launch. I've since made it my life's work over the last 2 decades to help other companies also do that with some pretty phenomenal results to speak of. I now sit on a number of boards, one of which is the Global Wellness Institute and their Women in Leadership. I'm their Australian committee member. And it's as this woman in business, in leadership, that I'm standing before you today to talk about what I believe is a subject that I can make the biggest impact with: gender equality. Now, I want to be really clear before we get into this that this is not going to be a man-bashing exercise today. My purpose in speaking about this is from a place of how we can catalyse change for the future and how we can use women in the future to both benefit business and society as a whole. Yeah? So it's really interesting to me then that we have this really amazing dichotomy going on. On one scale, we've got, on a global level, only 15% of board positions being taken up by women right now. It seems like nothing. But 63% of those companies that have women in those positions outperform the others that don't in productivity and profitability. Phenomenal, right? Another example, all the startups in the world that are out there, only 1% of them ever achieve their funding goals. But of that 1% that achieve their funding goals, only 1% are female-funded ventures that are backed. Yet studies tell us that women founders are 25% more likely to succeed than their male counterparts. So it just seems insane. Can I get a show of hands from the audience? Who is in business here today? So pretty much everyone. Out of those that raised your hands, how many would like to improve their productivity, profitability, longevity of their business by up to 63%? Oh, all of you? Not surprising. So let me tell you this. What if I was to tell you I knew what the answer was? You've just got to embrace the magic and the secret that is woman. And it will all be okay. You think I'm joking, but now you know I'm not. See, the thing with this is how are we going to activate this whole concept of this secret weapon that we have in women when we seem to have such a major dichotomy going on? Well, I think there are 2 things that we can do today to make a difference. And they're things that we can all be involved with and that we all should feel responsible for doing. The first one is to just celebrate us. When you see one of us doing something that's awesome, when you see one of us girls out there on a board for the first time ever, when you see us achieving something that you've not seen before or that is legitimately amazing, tell everyone about it. Yeah? Because unless we're telling people about it and unless we're talking about all the benefits of including more women, we're never going to make a difference. Secondly, speak it into being. So have the conversation around your dinner table, at your church, in your social groups. Have the conversation in a broader sense among your work peers and in your business networks and in your boardrooms about how you're going to become more inclusive of women in business to make a global impact for society in general. You see, the thing is, it's going to take far more than the strong army of women that are already beating the drum on this issue to make this global change. It is going to take the good men who are decent, honest, loyal, strong, influential and powerful to stand by us and also beat the drum on why more women need to be included too. So I'm going to encourage you all today to embrace the magic of thinking big and think about how you can make a global impact on this issue now. Thank you.